Hi, Polly here with Cut at Home. Today I am going to show you a simple technique that you can do with Tim Holtz Distress Inks. I'm using Victorian Velvet and peeled paint. I may use a little bit of forest moss as well, but I'm not sure yet. And I've kind of cut out all my pieces for my scrapbook layout. I'm using Raindrops on Roses. It's a collection from Heartfelt Creations. And I've cut different elements out. Some I've fussy cut like this here. And then the other images, I used a Sizzix die that's available at Cut at Home. And this is one of my favorite dies. I use this a lot. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of the dies that I cut out, and I am going to use a stippling brush, and I'm going to use the Victorian Velvet, and I'm going to tap my brush in there, and I'm just going to stipple around the edges. So now the next thing I want to do is I'm going to take another Tim Holtz tool. This is a blender, and there's little foam blending pads that you can get for this. And I'm going to use the peeled paint. I'm going to tap into that. And if you wonder what I'm working on here, they have mats for stamping. I'm actually using one of the silicone cooking mats. It works well, so that's what I use. And I'm going to start off of my paper in a circular motion, and I'm going to come in and hit the edges. You can add a little more if you want more. And that's how the finished piece looks. It adds a lot of depth and interest to the piece. I'm going to do the same thing with my other one that is this color. Then I do also have these dark ones. I'm probably just going to do the same thing with another blender with the Victorian Velvet and just kind of hit the edges of that. It should just darken them a little bit. So even though this is dark paper that I'm working on, you'll still get some color on the edges. See? I did go back and add a little bit of the forest moss on the edges. I wanted to show you the difference between the inked die cut and the uninked die cut. I'm also going and adding some ink on the edges of my other pieces as well. So I'm going to continue to finish my inking. I did go ahead and add some inking around the edges of the photo as well. I'm going to put this all together. I hope that you've enjoyed this demonstration. Stop by at the Cut at Home blog to see my finished project. Thanks. Until next time, happy scrapping.